Finally, we are almost there. Paul Adom-Otchere's book is about to finish and to be launched. Now, I'm happy to give you a sneak preview of what's in that book. It's brutal. It's just, when we are doing the book, for the last, where's Michael? He's here. For the last few days, okay, I think producer wants me to take it. I'll take it now. For the last few days, we have slept at 5 a.m. Today is what? Today is Tuesday. Since about Wednesday, every day we finish at 5 a.m. That's when we sleep. Now, here we go. Over 3 decades of the longest uninterrupted African democracy, 8 parliaments, 8 speakers, 5 presidents, 6 vice presidents, 8 chief justices, and a fiercely independent media. Now, here we are with the 77 stories that animated and defined Ghana's Fourth Republic. Let's read it together again. Over 3 decades of the longest uninterrupted African democracy, 8 parliaments, 8 speakers, 5 presidents, 6 vice presidents, 8 chief justices, and a fiercely independent media. Now, here we are, the 77 stories that animated and defined Ghana's Fourth Republic. That one is almost ready. These young men, Charlie, God will bless them. God will bless them. We've put this work together. We are here, finally. Everything is in the book. And as soon as I learn the book, I have to run away. Because the things inside the book, oh my goodness. I like the way they put this together. This has taken a long, even this small title, we've been quarreling over it. And you see, when you have young people who are brilliant, everything changes every day. They always have new ideas. So, over 3 decades of the longest uninterrupted African democracy, 8 parliaments, 8 speakers, 5 presidents, 6 vice presidents, 8 chief justices, and a fiercely independent media. Now, here we are, the 77 stories that animated and defined Ghana's Fourth Republic, a book by Paul Adom-Otchere and his people. Frankly, Kujo, get ready. I'm coming to Imani with an application. I want us to do the launch together. Imani was very helpful to me in 2016 when we published our first documentary. What was that? Voices of Political Campaign. Voices of Political Campaign. That's our first documentary. We traced all the political campaigns in history, and we launched it at the College of Surgeons those days. The old man, Samokujeto, thank you very much. He was very instrumental in that launch. He showed up. He was great. Frankly, Kujo, I'm coming to you with this one. Over 3 decades of the longest uninterrupted African democracy, 8 parliaments, 8 speakers, 5 presidents, 6 vice presidents, 8 chief justices, and a fiercely independent media. Now, here we are with the 77 stories that animated and defined Ghana's Fourth Republic. You have to read them. Even me, when I'm telling the story, they ask me that, did this really happen? I said, yeah, it happened. What are the stories? Plenty. And I'm so fortunate, viewers, I'm so fortunate. I happen to be in the center of most of these stories. Whether it was Peter Alajete's delayed sworn in Parliament that started at 2 o'clock, whether it's a Supreme Court case of Chachuchi Kata #1, where I was with the Attorney General Akufo-Addo in his house as he went to court, and I was talking to him and what he told me, whether it was the inauguration of Kufuor, whether it was the announcement of how I got to know about the Yana who had been killed in 2002, whether it was about the day Professor Mills died, who called me and said what. All of that is captured in the book. So the book has political, it has legal, it has social, and it has cultural. Whether the Asante Hene, how he became Asante Hene, and what I knew about it. Some of those stories I've told here, but I've not told them in those details. Now, in writing, I have the liberty to say it. Whether there was an attempt to overthrow the Constitution between the first round of 2000 and the second round of 2000, between December 7th, 2000 and December 28th, 2000. Kweku Baako has been talking about that all the time. People don't know what he means. All that is in the book. Who tried to overthrow the Constitution between 7th December and 28th December? And what was the role of Ghana's Chief of Defense Staff, the CDS, Major General Ben Akafia? His name will be written in gold. What about the Supreme Court justices? Whose name is in gold? Whose name is in bronze? What did they do? What happened in Parliament the day that they brought the motion for the presidential jet to be bought? Where was I seated? Under what circumstance did I fall into trouble in Parliament? When Joy FM broadcast live Parliament and I was called by the Speaker that you are the one who illegally recorded. I showed that before Speaker Justice D.F. Annan. What happened? The 77 stories that animated and defined Ghana's Fourth Republic. It's coming up very, very soon. Book your tickets for the inauguration. It's going to be a big, big deal. I can tell you, most politicians that have checked these stories without waiting for the book are waiting for the book. I can tell you the president is waiting for the book. I can tell you that the NDC candidate is waiting for the book because I've been calling them. And I said, Mr. President, I'm writing this. I need clarification. On that day, what was it? And then he says, and I have to tell you, President Mahama has an excellent recollection, excellent recollection of some of the things that happened. And then he'll tell you, oh, no, that wasn't, it was a Thursday because we're in cabinet. You were there. I said, no, I was covering the story. Okay. What are you? I said, I'm putting it in a book. Hey, Paul Adom-Otchere. All righty. That's coming up. The 77 stories that animated Ghana's Fourth Republic, a book by Paul Adom-Otchere. It's coming up very, very soon.